Welcome to Romance Recs. We're romance-obsessed besties sharing book recs broken down by genre and tropes so you can be sure you're getting exactly what you want out of your next read. Hey guys, Dev here.
Hi. Hello.
Hi Jordan. It's been a while, huh?
It's been
Hi
so
everybody. Yeah. We're back. Somebody play that song where she goes, "She's back," or whatever. Anyway, hey y'all. I'm currently reading. Oh God, do we have the time?
Yes, I have a list too. Just give it to us.
Okay, cool. So I am reading and listening to Wuthering Heights because need a refresher. I can't actually remember if I've read it, and I'm going to see that movie next month. So gotta get it. I'm listening to I Medusa. Really enjoying that so far. Yes. Oh my God. So far, it is. I'm loving the writing. The way it's written.
I need to
delicious.
Okay.
Yeah. This next book by Tiffany Hunt is an arc. I am still working through it. I wish I was going a little faster. I am enjoying it, but I don't know. The vibes just aren't vibing as well. But the title is so damn long. It is Dating the Dark Girl. I don't know. Tiffany, why is the book title so long, babes?
Because now you remember the book. You might not remember the title, but you'll know it, and it'll stick
absolutely.
With you. Good marketing, girl.
Yeah, Tiffany, you did that. It is The Dark Lord's Guide to Dating and Other War Crimes. It's a comedy, very much, to me, is reminiscent of the Assistant to the Villain series, but dark. So if you wanted, like, death, more darkness, this will give you that. And is that it? I feel like there's one more, but I'm going to stop there just in case.
Oh, good. Okay. And hello, I'm Jordan. Welcome back, or welcome to us if you're new.
Right.
I'm so excited to be here again. First time in 2026. I am currently listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. Not romance, but it is fucking hilarious. And I'm listening to Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed because it's Heated Rivalry, and I watched the show, and now I needed to read to see how close it was. I will say I'm listening because who has the time, right? Tor Tom does the narration, and it's not my favorite. But the story is just like the show. So loving it so far. I am reading an arc of Plants and Playtime by Hazel Rockwood. And I'm also, in between everything, I'm reading The Tiger's Ambush by Tate James. It's book 6 in her very first series that she ever wrote. And that's where we're at right now.
I love that. I did forget to mention that I just finished An Arcane Inheritance, like literally last night. I did enjoy it. So there's that. And that is by Camilla Cole.
Thank you. I would have felt really left out if you hadn't added that. I would have been like, but where's your most recent read, Deb? Where is it?
I know you needed it, so I wanted to deliver. I didn't want there to be any questions, okay?
Yeah, you all can sleep soundly tonight, okay?
Yes, and you're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome. Anyway, so quotes. The quote I have for y'all today, unfortunately, has nothing to do with our theme. It's just a little bit of feminine rage that...
Love to see it.
Yeah, I want to share. Okay. Men never truly understand the meaning of patience. You see, men like you can't comprehend even the concept of suffering, the lesson to be learned in it, especially not in silence. Her eyes never left his. But women? This is all we do. We endure, we wait, we survive. Honestly, so that quote is from Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf.
Done. Sold. Absolutely.
Right?
Wow.
I don't even want to tell you who says that quote. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because you have to get there. You're basically towards the end of the book and there's too much revealed. So that quote alone skyrocketed the book to a 5-star for me. It was like, yep, that'll do it. That did it. That absolutely did it. So happy reading. I know. Wasn't it so good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you for that. My quote is on brand for the episode today, but it does feature, in the similar vein, feminine rage. So from Pucking Sweet by Emily Raff. If you don't mind, Mark, I'm going to go ahead and speak, and I'd like for you to listen. And if I cry, please know it's not because I'm too weak or too emotional to be a working professional capable of running your PR department. It's just that crying is a stress response to the amount of anger currently coursing through my body.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because I can relate.
Yeah,
because if I'm crying, Yes,
If
I'm a
I, it's,
Cancer and I'm a crybaby.
yeah,
Yes, I'll put my hand to the Bible. That's true. But also, if I'm crying,
yes, yes.
rage, my blood is boiling. Okay, it is anger. It is
Yeah.
rage as
Mine
well.
is absolute frustration. So as an Aries, I'm easy to
Hmm.
get there, but like
Yeah.
I don't cry over really like sad things usually. I cry when I'm so upset. And I think it's from like in your quote and mine, it's as women, we have to hold it together. Otherwise, we're being blamed for being emotional, right?
Right.
Or then anything we said before that point and after that point is no longer valid because then you're
Valid
just
because you
too
cried.
emotional and you're too in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you express those emotions, so then it just like builds, and I'm so frustrated that you don't even know where to go with it, and that's where it
Right.
comes. So, and that was in a
Okay,
hockey
now
book.
yes, which is what we're talking about today, Jordan. Thanks for saying that. The theme is hockey. I know you guys are like so excited. I mean, between Heated Rivalry and just the way hockey romances have always been at the forefront of the romance sports genre, there are a lot of great hockey books. There are a lot of great hockey romances. And you can, I think, honestly, there's a hockey romance for everyone. You can literally find what you're looking for in hockey romance. You want MMF, FFM,
Why
you could get
choose?
everything. Why
No.
you could get everything, okay?
Do you want
So we
Omegaverse?
thought,
They have that.
yes. Oh yeah, there is Omegaverse hockey. Yes, you
If
were
you
telling me
want,
that.
and there's also a range. Like you want minimal hockey, you just want to know that's his profession, but you don't want to see it. There's some of that.
Hmm.
You want play by play stats for all the characters. There's also
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So you can totally find what you're looking for in a hockey romance. And so we're going to share some of our favorites, some honorable mentions, some we just came across and, thought you might want to look into them. But yeah, that's what today's episode is about. It's all about hockey romance.
I know. I'm so excited.
You're welcome again.
Yeah. And I know everyone's been looking for some. So
Yes.
there's the caveat. We're not going to recommend Heated Rivalry because
Right.
it's out there. You can go. There's plenty of stuff. We're not going to talk about Rachel Reed. All I'll say, I mean, I already mentioned it because I'm currently reading it, but we've both watched the show.
Obsessed. Ooh,
Yes.
Ilya, the man that you are. But yeah. So that's there. If you want to read The Game Changers, is that the name of the series? If you want to read that series by Rachel Reed, go ahead.
Yes.
Look into that. That includes Heated Rivalry, I think is book 2 in that series. So yeah, y'all can go ahead and look up that. And I'm sure plenty of people are talking about Heated Rivalry if you want more information about what
the
that
Game
story's
Changer
about.
series. Game
Yeah,
Changer.
so
He did the rivalry tough guy.
yeah.
Common goal. Role model.
Okay.
The long
Jordan's
game.
gonna get stuck in her Russian accent now.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. So you want to start off? You want to do the first
let's go. Okay. So the first one I'm going to give you is an ALC that I listened to this past year, Thrown for a Loop by Serena Bowen. I actually did my homework and I wrote up a little synopsis. I know.
You think you're better than me?
Everyone clap. No,
Yay!
I just think I took the time this time and here we are. Chase Merritt and Zoe Carson met almost a decade ago at a figure skating camp. Zoe was on her way to the Olympics, but Chase was just trying to make it in the world and play hockey. Their teenage love burned hot and fast. After a scandalous night, Zoe was left confused and Chase was angry. So a decade later, Zoe's career took a turn and she's found herself as the new skating coach for the New York Legends hockey team. And Chase, their star player, is in hot water with management, and he refuses to work with Zoe despite desperately needing her help. When an old video of their teenage ice skating performance from that summer goes viral, the team's PR pressures them into reenacting their routine for fans. Will their forced proximity force them to confront their pasts and make amends? The spark is still there, but so is the repressed resentment.
Yeah. That's how we like our hockey romance, full of angst.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a second chance. So he came from a rougher background and he was given this opportunity to work at this and help out at a figure skating camp, right? When he was in his teen years by a mentor of his, right? So through connections. Because I think it's Zoe's uncle owned the camp or something like that. So anyways, it was just so cute. And it's one of those that goes back it like goes back and forth timelines. So you could see what happened to them as time went on. And it's very much a situation where neither one of them had the full story, or I guess he kind of did, but like, yeah. And it was really cute.
Oh, cutie patootie.
Yeah. So it was really fun. And I do suggest listening to it. The audio was good. I think this would be good just read or listened to. Either one would be good.
Okay. I also have an ALC that I'm going to share, but this series is not new. So I read Shattered Ice by Monty J. Now, this is my first Monty J read. Was not familiar with their game. Really didn't know much about them. I've never read any of their books. This book is also depressingly short. I think that was my problem with the book. That was my only grievance, is that it was too short. It's about 230 pages, maybe. But I listened to the ALC because I think the books are finally getting audiobooks. And so that's new. Shattered Ice is book 3 in the Fury series by Monty J. And it follows Malachi Petrov and Charlotte Green. So here's the thing. This book starts off and my heart is already breaking. Within the first 10 pages of the book, heartbreak, devastation, tears. I have never cried that early in a book.
That's
Malachi.
That's how Monty J.
Yeah, like it's hard. Malachi is Russian. We start off at a funeral, his mother's funeral. So there's a lot of feelings there. And basically his life was horrific. He is raised in the world of prostitution and drugs, and he was kind of the baby that happened, and his mom kept him instead of releasing him and then having him stay in a life that was horrific.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into what happens to him in that. But anyway, he finally gets, at 16, an aunt who never knew he existed, who lives in Chicago, came to her sister's funeral and basically takes him out of that world. So he gets raised in Chicago. He's 6'5" now. He kind of stumbles into hockey. His goal was never really hockey. He stumbles into it. He really loves art. He is an artist and he's doing graffiti murals and big paintings, kind of in the same vein as Banksy, all over Chicago. And so he's like building up a name for himself, and it's really cute. And then one day he meets a girl. He actually saved her life. The thing is, Charlotte, she's at this time, maybe she's in high school. So I would say 16 to 18, around that age range. And she's staring at a mural and she's entranced by it. The girl almost falls into traffic. He saves her. They do a cute little exchange, go their separate ways. And then we go to the future.
Is he an adult at this point?
He's not an adult. He's probably like 19, 20. He is a couple years older than her.
But I was like, you're saying 16 or 17?
Right. No.
Wait, is this like a grown-ass man?
It is one of those books that did time jump. So they meet when they're very close in age. Okay. Never see each other again.
Okay.
And then
nothing untoward.
Flash forward. Nothing untoward. It's very much, she thinks he's cute, but it's like a 17-year-old with a crush vibe. She's like, oh my gosh, you know? She's more drawn to his work. Also, honorable mention, Charlotte is a bit of a genius and prodigy at the violin. So like her brain fires on all cylinders, right? Anyway, they meet in the future and basically their world gets intertwined. He is now a famous hockey player on this team, the Chicago Fury. And he is book 3. So you have a whole landscape of characters that you meet and see who you know have their own books. And you can tell, things have gone down, but you're very focused on Malachi or Kai's story. And it's really cute. There's a lot of setup for the next book in this book, I think, which is nice, but I really wish it was longer so that you could really watch Charlotte and Malachi fall in love, because Malachi is very specific. His past has tainted his future, the way he interacts with women, how close he allows women to touch him even. It's very much just like, I'm very specific.
Yeah.
I like shibari. Is that how you say it? Kai, tie me up, baby. Okay, so that's what he's into.
He has control and he doesn't. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and he doesn't like them to touch him. He doesn't want to be touched. Yeah. I know his beginning, honestly, his origin story would have made me a villain, and he's not.
Very not Straven. But
not, tortured soul.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. But better. Yeah. And Charlotte is like this free spirit who like says what she feels. And, it's just really cute. Hockey is not the prime objective. I don't know if the other 2 series hockey's more of a focus. You see that they have practice, you see, wins, but we're not getting play by play in this one. It's really focused on watching this tortured soul find love. And I love that. I do wish it was longer. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shattered Ice, that's my rec. That was a really long-winded way for me to say I did enjoy it. And if you're looking for minimal hockey, lots of angst, this is it.
And to cry at the very beginning.
Yeah, honestly, crying at the very beginning was not on my bingo card. I was so confused. I was like, what?
Love it. Okay, my second rec is The Boyfriend Goal by Lauren Blakely. Okay, it's basically she needs a place to live, and her brother... Wait, why are we laughing?
Not she needs a place to live.
No, she does. Okay, so I'm not going to get into all of her circumstances, like whatever. But she does, and she's in this newer city, and her brother lives there because her brother plays on the hockey team, right? He's a professional hockey player. She doesn't like taking things from people. She likes doing it on her own, but she's just in this place, right? She needs a place to stay. She's been staying on her friend's couch. And it's just not working out, though. Like, she gets locked out with that, like, and all this stuff. So her brother says, listen, I'm going to get you somewhere to stay. You don't have to stay with me because his wife just had a baby, whatever. So his teammate is like, fine. Like, the rest of the team is, well, doesn't he have, like, you have a room. So, our MMC gets, volunteered to, offer his space up. So she needs a place to live. He has an extra room. The problem, her brother's new teammate and her, they don't realize who each other is because they had a one-night stand the night before. And this is the first time she's ever done anything like that, of course. She's not that girl, but like circumstances happened, and then so she gets there and she's like, oh, hey, well, you can't say anything. My brother's standing right here. Please do not tell my brother that. And this is my new teammate. I'm trying to get along with my new team. I'm not going to tell him that I just fucked his sister.
Right.
So they have no choice but to just roll with it. So she's also, throughout all this, going through her own personal journey, and she's trying to get out of her comfort zone. She's very much a person of habit, but it's not working for her, and so she needs to get out of it. He ends up helping her make a list of things she wants to try, things that sound exciting but are scary for her. And he not only helps her make this list, but he does a lot of these things with her or sets it up for her, and it's so sweet. And of course, they have this like roommate agreement where they can't cross certain lines or do things, and the intention is there, and it goes over a certain period of time, and it's like the intention is there, and they try really hard and go about their lives, but they just find ways that they're like supporting each other even as friends, while in the background, like it's just really sweet because it has this underlying tension the whole time, but it's never like only about the tension. It's a lot of like just getting to know each other and supporting each other as friends, as like people who care about one another. And I think for that, it was really sweet. And then once they kind of start giving into that tension, it just feels that much more meaningful and that much more exciting. So yeah, overall, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Did you listen to that or read it?
I listened to it on Libby, I believe. So check out Libby. I think a lot of Lauren Blakely's stuff is on Libby. Lauren Blakely, I feel like, is having a moment right now. And I don't know if that's because she's local and I see her everywhere. She's starting to like, she's doing great.
It's like this resurgence of focus on hockey romance, I think. And then Lauren Blakely writes a lot of hockey romance, I feel like. Okay, so my next RLC, it's going to be Skate It Till You Make It. This is by Rufaro Faith Mazarura. It doesn't come out until February 3rd. But yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. So, number one.
Is this the one? No, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking about the Forbidden Love. Never mind.
Oh, no, yeah. That's next episode.
Come back next month for that. You're going to want it. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to talk about that one. No, you're fine. Okay, so Skate It Till You Make It. Number one, you know what sold me? 2 black people on the cover. Yeah, that's all sometimes. That's all it takes. I'm not going to lie to you. She is the hockey player. She She plays for Team GB, which is Great Britain. And we are meeting... Okay, first of all, let's just start. Let me give you their names. So we've got Ari, and then we've got Drew. Now, Ari plays for Team GB, plays hockey. Her team just got into the Olympics. Oh my God, so amazing. Wow, we love that for her. Drew has just dropped out of USC. There's family reasons why he did that, but he's basically thrown his whole life up. And his sister is also a hockey player. She plays for the US. So he is currently in London doing things with his sister. They're sightseeing, parents, grandparents. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know what Drew is doing in London when he meets Ari, but here we are. It's New Year's Eve. He goes to a New Year's Eve party. He meets Ari and they hit it off. They have this, when they first meet, they're basically talking and they kind of present all of their red flags to each other. It's a very comedic way, but it's pretty much saying, look, I'm never going to see you again. Let's just put it all out on the line. This is why I suck. Tell me why you suck. We know we'd never work, and then we can just kind of move on without wondering what if, because we have all our, you know how we have all our.
That's what I did when I was dating when I was younger, though, because I'm like, I'm gonna scare you really bad, and if you stay, then that's great.
Yeah, and that's what they do. And to be fair, these two genuinely, I don't think they planned on seeing each other after. It's just that of course, it backfired. You learned all these things about this person, and now you're like, I think I like you even
red
more.
Flag?
Yeah.
Is it red to me? No, it's not.
No, it's like orange or hot pink. So they like lay out all their things, and Ari is like literally on the run from a toxic ex. The toxic ex is a snowboarder for Great Britain. So guess what? He going to the Olympics too. But he is misogynistic. He is the most awful human being, and he's super popular. Everyone loves him. He's like the golden boy, right? But he talks down to Ari so damn bad. Unfortunately, Ari, like many of us, we go back and forth in toxicity. Not me. Y'all be safe. But
you know, like we do, but not me.
Yeah. So Ari keeps taking him back. Her friends are over it. Everyone pretty much assumes, oh, when Harrison comes back into her life, she's just going to bend over backwards or whatever. And she is actively trying not to do that. All of this gets put on the line when she meets Drew. Anyway, New Year's Eve, they do a little midnight kiss. They separate. They don't see each other again for 2 months, where Drew is now a photographer at the Olympics and Ari is obviously on the team. This does have fake dating because her ex is there, and so she needs a way out. She sees the man that she saw kiss on New Year's. He was sweet, so she kind of ropes him into the fake dating scheme. The underlying plot, though, is that one of the things that Ari mentions as one of her red flags is that years ago, she played a practice game against a bunch of people and she almost ended another hockey player's career. It wasn't on purpose, but she hates that from that event, her team and her status skyrocketed while that person didn't. Like it was kind of like that accident launched her and her team, and she's always felt guilty about it. Guess who that hockey player is? Drew's sister. Yeah, Drew's sister. Who because she was injured, missed out on her first time going to the Olympics. So things get tricky, right? How we fake dating and you're my sister's enemy. Yeah, it's a little tough. Yeah, it's very spicy. It's not actually spicy though. There's no real spice. I think there's one spicy scene and it's closed door. Y'all know I hate to see a closed door. If y'all don't unlock this goddamn door so I can see what's going on in there.
Like, but yeah, do they really love each other? Like,
if they don't want voyeurs, like, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? I want to see what y'all are doing. Mm-hmm. We don't get that, but it is very sweet. It's written really well. But it's just, I think it's a really fun time. I listened to it. I will say I don't think the audiobook is that good. I think you will probably be better reading it than listening to it. The narrator does a weird job of staying in each character, specifically because you have an American and someone who speaks British English. And so you don't know who's talking at what time. And she never switches back to like just regular American English.
So maybe production just kind of dropped the ball on
directing that. Yeah. So I think if you listen to it, you'll like it less than if you just read it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it's cute. It's fun. Not too spicy if you don't want lots of spice. There is definitely hockey. The women are training. I wouldn't say you get play-by-play, but you see the women like skating and doing their thing on the ice a little bit. So yeah, that comes out February 3rd.
Very nice. Okay, my third and final rec is my favorite out of all of these. And it's an ALC I just got because I am a part of Stephanie Archer's ALC team. The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer was so good. I know I've talked about other books in the Vancouver Storm series.
Oh, that's part of the series
Yeah,
too.
so this is
Nice.
book 5 in Vancouver Storm series, and it's my favorite. Hands down, so good. And I do recommend listening to this. I think the male narrator was Aaron Sheffield. Am I saying? I think this is all just memory. And the FMC, before I get into what it's about, the FMC's name is Jordan. So when I tell you, I got to hear some things with my name in it.
Damn, I'll never hear anything with my name in it. That sucks.
Oh boy. Yeah, so it hit especially different. So if you are also a Jordan and you want to hear, damn it, Jordan, or like, Jordan, come here, and just like things like that.
Yeah. I love that. I'm so jealous.
Okay, so now about the actual story.
Right.
Our MMC is the coach in this one. So Coach Tate Ward. He is serious. He's controlled in everything he does. He is a single dad. He feels like such a well-balanced character. He feels real. He does not feel like one attribute overtakes the rest of his personality. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you're reading, authors can focus so hard on either the brooding aspect or the need for control or serious or the single dad. It just felt like a well-rounded character. He felt real. And after listening to this, I realized maybe how rare that is to come across characters like that and really feel that way about them. So he is an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic. So he like got clean 9-10 years before. Then he hasn't touched it since. Like when he found out that one night stand that he had was pregnant and she was going to keep the baby, he went to rehab. And his coach took him to rehab and he went and he got clean and he's been clean ever since. He found his reason for, bettering himself. And it was, I don't know. It was so sweet and the way he handles it. And that's kind of where his need for control comes from. And so he feels like he can't indulge in anything selfish. So like even sweets. So like even having candy, he feels like he can't have more than like one because that's what alcoholism was to him, was like giving into that. And so it was so cool. So he has a really close, almost like father relationship with the owner of Vancouver Storm. Okay. What no one knows is that except for Tate Ward, is that the owner, his daughter, is the owner of this bar, the Dirty Flamingo, that all the players go to after games. They go to after games. Anytime they go out, this is the local dive bar that they attend. She refuses to have any sports on the TV. She tells them she doesn't want to hear about hockey. When they first started coming around, she tried to get them out the door because she wanted nothing to do with it. She is estranged from her father. She has not talked to him in 10 years. So her dad sends Tate every few months to check up on her at the bar, but she refuses to talk to him. And this whole time, for all these years, Tate can't stand Jordan because you have this amazing dad who just wants to be a part of your life and you're being a spoiled brat. And he just sees her as a brat. And she is strong, independent, wants to do it herself, has never accepted any of her dad's money. Obviously, he doesn't know any of this. There's a reason. She's like, I grew up a Nepo baby. And I realized that. And so her whole goal is to, one, not only just do it herself, but also provide for as many people as she can. And she does that. She provides health insurance for all of her employees, no matter if they're part-time, full, like all this stuff. So I'm like really going into the characters here. I just love them so much. They just feel so real. And so like anytime he comes in, she's fuck Tate Ward. You're just checking on me for my dad and you just give me shit. And so she antagonizes him. Like, and he is the most eligible bachelor in hockey is what he's called, because he's this like hot young hockey coach, right? Former star himself. And it kind of comes to a head when he finds her outside, like trying to take care of this cat. All this stuff happens. So he's like, just let me take you home. Let me drive you home. So he drives her home only to find all of her stuff outside, right? Like, she's been kicked out of her apartment because it's in Vancouver. So like these landlords it was a fixed rent, and she's been there for a long time. And so he finally found an excuse to kick her out. And so she comes home and all of her stuff is out. So it's in the rain, everything's getting broken. She's trying to find her dead mother's like records and record player to make sure they're safe. And so he's reluctantly, I can't leave you out here at 2 a.m. And she's, I'll be fine. I'll figure it out. I'm a big girl. I'll do it. He's, no, don't wake anyone up, because her friend is now married to someone on the team and she's become friends with a lot of those women. So don't wake them up. Just come on. I have a spare room. Just come. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. We'll grab your stuff. So she grabs only the records, he takes her. He has like a guest house, kind of like a mother-in-law house set away, and he's out on property. So anyways, she stays there. She's with her ugly cat that she found in the dumpster and all this stuff. It's a reoccurring thing with this cat. And they just get to know each other. Her dad basically blackmails her, and not really blackmails her, but manipulates the situation to make her take a position on the team so that she can help with coaching. So she's part of the coaching staff now, right? She does have background in team management and working like that. She went to school for it to get her master's, all this stuff. And then you, of course, learn why she's estranged from her father. And there's a lot of heavy layered stuff with that. But like, their attraction felt so real and built perfect. It was perfectly balanced throughout the book. And it was I just loved it. I cried because of like how self-aware Jordan was. And she's, no, I have to do this myself because like my parents didn't do it for me. They said I was so independent, but I was independent because I had to be. It's just, it was really great. The characters are great. The spice was amazing. 10 out of 10.
I love that.
We go. And now I'm done with my rant.
I love a romance that like is paced well. Because that's what I think what makes it feel so real, when it's not insta love, but it also doesn't go too slow, where you just see like life naturally happen and then they deal with the blows and then come together. I think that's
when I tell you this garbage cat.
Yeah, what's going on with the cat?
So the cat then would take her like okay, for one, all of her stuff was ruined. So he said everyone on the team has a stipend. And he kept saying the team bought you this. He hired someone to buy her a whole new wardrobe, but he paid for it. He did it. She doesn't learn till the end of the book. So he's like paying for her panties, right? And she has no idea. But this cat will take these panties. And like, he's a cat who very much will bring gifts to people. He keeps leaving it outside of Tate's door. So Tate had to bring, this seems really weird and I didn't know what to do with this, if I should just throw them away and pretend it never happened. He goes, but I didn't want you to think someone was taking your underwear. Like, the cat is bringing these to me.
Yeah.
But then he keeps happening, and she's like, when she was fine. Oh, and he's a dad, right? So she babysits his daughter. So there's that whole dynamic of her getting to know his kid. And it was so good. As a parent, as a kid of a single parent who dated when I was young, like, it was so well done. I loved it. Like, when she was over babysitting one night, she saw hanging out of his nightstand a pair of her lace panties.
He kept one!
And she's like, why does he have that? Because that was before she knew the cat was bringing them a lot to him. So she didn't I'm not going to say anything and I'm going to see what happens with it. And he kept it for a few more days.
I love that. Now I'm holding on to the undies. Do I have some honorable mentions, I think.
Reluctantly.
No. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first honorable mention I've actually already spoken about. It is Fall With Me by Becca Mack. And I feel like y'all know this Playing for Keeps series was not my favorite hockey romance series, but a lot of people love this series and I understand why. It was not my favorite. Book 1 was really hard for me to get through, but then it got better as the books go along. However, book 4 is specifically about Jackson Riley and Lennon. Yeah, Jackson and Lennon. And honestly, I really loved their romance. I loved how funny Lennon is. I love that it was kind of like she got left at the altar, ended up doing her honeymoon, or did she leave? Anyway, whatever. She's supposed to be married. Now she's not, but she's on the honeymoon anyway. She has a one-night stand, and then boom, the next she takes a job, and guess who she's being the photographer for? Jackson's team. And it's just really funny. Yeah, she eventually
I love when a one-night stand
apartment.
comes back.
I just love it. And I love when they go homeless. I mean, not homeless, but like that's the
That was
reason
my
why they go
second.
together.
The boyfriend goal from Lauren Blake.
Exactly. That happens to Lennon. I cannot remember how it happens, but she has no home. And Jackson's fine. Like, just move in. Bring your stuff. Whatever. I think he also gets voluntold that he needs to do this for Lennon. And it's beautiful. It's so cool. He's like this bachelor jerk, cocky, but then she has him doing face masks and under eye patches. It's very cute, very romantic, and I really enjoyed it. So I've spoken about it before, but if you want to check it out, Fall With Me by Becca Mack. You can go ahead and read the other 3 books if you want. You don't have to. You do meet those characters, so if you want their backstory, then yeah, totally go ahead. But that's one. The next one I have is Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I gave this book, I think, 4 stars on Goodreads. It's good. It's okay. I gave it 4 stars. Here's the thing. I think I was drawn to the trauma. And it's not that I was messy, but like both characters had real issues that they were dealing with in the background outside of the hockey part. They were both struggling as humans, but it was so human to read. I don't know. And I think I really just loved reading them navigate that and also use each other as like the light in all the darkness. So I enjoyed it. Reese I think he has panic attacks. He suffered a concussion on the ice and it like changed how he plays hockey, how he feels on the ice. And then Sadie basically meets him at a point where he is freaking out, where things are not going well, and she helps him through it. And so you watch that. So we so seldom get to see the man with the panic attacks, the man who's like uncomfortable and navigating his big feelings. So I think that's really why I like this as well. So yeah, check out Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. It is the first book in the Undone series. There's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but I haven't read that one yet. Yeah, hopefully the next one is good too. So those are my 2. Did I have a third honorable mention? Oh, yes. I will always recommend Sunny Disposition by Deanna Gray. It is so funny. It is so cute. She's a gamer. He is the mod for her game. Oh, yeah. Jordan has the cover. Look at my babies. So, yeah, he's a gamer. She's a gamer. He mods the games. I know. Look how cute they are. I love her jeans. Yeah, I love a high-waisted ripped jean. Yeah, her outfit is so cute. Also, she's a Black girl. Sorry for y'all who can't see the cover right now. Y'all already know, okay? If there's a Black girl on the cover, we must discover. Like we need to see what it's about. We need to get in there. But yeah, so she's a gamer. He's a hockey player, but also moderates her game rooms. They have never met. They don't know each other. Like the vibes are pretty much they only know each other online. She's not homeless. No, she moves on campus into a house and he's players. One of the roommates and they don't know each other. They don't know who they are. Months before that, though, they had planned on meeting, but he suffers an unfortunate accident and gets amnesia. Amnesia! So he completely forgets he's supposed to meet her somewhere. And that's like the thing of the book. And basically they don't know who they are and they navigate and then they finally connect the dots. It's really cute. It's really sweet. It's funny. I think it's a really cute romance. And there are more in that series. So it's a series if you're not looking for just a standalone. But you can read it as a standalone. So yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
My honorable mentions I've talked about a lot. Megan Quinn's Vancouver Agitator series is the first hockey romance I ever read. And it is still my favorite series. I just think that overall, each book was so good in its own right that it's my favorite series. Also, Emily Rath's Jacksonville Rays series obviously is one of my favorites. It's so good. I still have to read the most recent one. But so if you're looking for queer hockey, Emily Rath is always going to be your author. And then also you can check out Chelsea Curdo's we've talked about plenty. Yes. And she's had a lot more come out since then. So
hockey. All her latest releases have been hockey.
No, she's gotten some other stuff out there too, like her dark romance now.
But, right, In the Dark.
So yeah, just don't forget about those. And if you want to hear about those, check out our sports romance. I believe they're scattered throughout all of our other episodes too, because there's so many different tropes within those, like our pregnancy trope episode. I challenge you, if you think you do not like pregnancy trope and you hate it, I challenge you to go listen to that episode of ours and tell me there's not at least one that sounds intriguing.
At least one.
There is something for everyone. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I think so. That's my challenge to you.
Mm-hmm.
But also, let us know, what's your favorite hockey romance? Please let us know.
What are we reading?
Do we talk about it? Do we not? There's still plenty more. I will say a special mention for Tegan Hunter. Also has quite a few hockey romance. Tegan Hunter is an indie author. So, yeah, just go check them all out. There's so much up there.
I know.
So much.
We just gave you a whole bunch of recs in this one episode too. So you're bound to find a hockey romance that works. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a pregnancy trope hockey romance. Those exist. I've already read one, but give me some more of those.
Pucking Sweet. Pucking Sweet.
Yeah.
Emily Rath.
Yeah.
There we are.
Damn, why is that book so thick?
All of them are. This is Emily. Emily does this. Emily has... Would you like me to ask her? So next week, our time, when you're listening to this, it will have already happened. But I will be at Hardcovers in Mill Creek. It's a romance bookstore. And I will be moderating an event with Emily Rath and Tegan Hunter, talking all about hockey romance. So maybe that can be a question I have for Emily. Why is she so thick?
Yeah. Why is she so thick, Emily?
Why are they all so thick?
Because I know. It can't all just be fucking and sucking. Like,
I think plot. Maybe that will be my challenge question for Emily is, do you think you'd ever be able to write a novella? I mean, technically you did, but it wasn't even supposed to come out as a published book. Right. She wrote that as a teaser for Patreon, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
And then it became a
book. Teaser is like a whole novella.
Right.
Why do
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I love it, but anywho.
Anyway.
If you want to keep up to date with the events that we'll be at, we haven't hosted one for a while, but in case we do, hosting, a part of, just attending, bonus content, please make sure you subscribe to our Substack. Okay, sign up for that. It'll come out. We skipped a month. Listen, we were sick a lot over holidays. And just a lot going on, but we're back. We're here. We're here for you. Reach out. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Romance Rex Pod. Just keep listening. In 2 weeks, we'll be back with an interview with indie author Hazel Rockwood. So stick around, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.